He smiled at me every single day, laughed at my jokes, stood beside me like a perfect friend. And it still took me months to realize none of it was real. I thought Kevin was my best friend. He laughed at all my jokes. He always sat next to me at lunch. He said the right things at the right time. Every single day he smiled at me. A big, warm, real-looking smile. And I believed it. I believed every single bit of it. I was so wrong. I met Kevin in 7th grade, first day of school. I was nervous. My hands were sweaty. I did not know anyone. Then Kevin walked up to me, big smile, hand out. "Hey, I'm Kevin. You look like someone I need to know." I laughed. Just like that, I felt better. Just like that, I trusted him. He was funny. He was cool. He always knew what to say. If I liked basketball, Kevin suddenly loved basketball too. If I talked about my favorite movie, Kevin said it was his favorite too. If I said I wanted to be an engineer one day, Kevin said, "Me too. We should do that together." Everything I liked, he liked. Everything I cared about, he cared about. It felt amazing. It felt like finding a person who was exactly like me. I thought, wow, I finally found a real friend. The mirror I did not notice. Here is something I did not know back then. There is a type of person in this world who copies you. Not your homework, not your style. They copy something much deeper. They copy your personality, your likes, your dreams, your feelings. They watch you carefully. They study you like you are a book they are reading. And then they become your reflection, like a mirror. You look at them and you see yourself, and that feels good. Because all of us like people who are like us. It is just human nature. But here is the scary part. They are not really like you. They are just pretending. They are showing you a fake copy of yourself so that you trust them, so that you like them, so that you need them. This is called mirroring. And Kevin was doing it to me every single day. I just could not see it yet. Kevin always smiled. No matter what was happening, he smiled. Someone tripped and fell in the hallway. Kevin smiled and helped them up. The teacher scolded the class. Kevin smiled and nodded like he understood. Someone was crying at lunch. Kevin walked over, smiled, and put his arm around them. Everyone loved him. Teachers, students, parents. Kevin is such a good kid, people would say. Kevin is so kind. Kevin is always so happy. And I would nod proudly. Because Kevin was my best friend. His goodness made me feel good too. But I started to notice something small. Something I pushed away at first. Because I did not want to believe it. After Kevin helped someone who was crying, he would walk back to me and whisper, "Did you see how grateful she looked? Good. She owes me one now." I thought he was joking. I laughed it off. But he was not joking. It was a regular Tuesday afternoon. We were walking home from school. Kevin was talking. I was listening. Then I saw my other friend, Daniel, sitting alone on a bench. He looked sad. Really sad. "Hey," I said, "let's go check on Daniel." Kevin looked at Daniel. Then he looked at me. Something changed in his face. Just for 1 second. His smile disappeared. His eyes went cold and flat like a light switching off. Then just as fast, the smile came back. "Sure," he said brightly. "Of course. Let's go." We walked over. Kevin sat down next to Daniel, put his arm around him, said all the right things. Daniel smiled a little. And Kevin glanced at me, checking if I was watching. Not watching Daniel. Watching me. That was the moment. That small, 1-second glance. Something in my stomach felt strange. I could not explain it yet. But something felt wrong. That night, I lay in bed thinking. I started remembering things. Small things I had ignored before. Like the time I got a better grade than Kevin on a test. He smiled and said, "Congrats." But that same day, he told 3 people that the test was unfair, that the questions were too easy, that grades did not really matter anyway. Or the time I made the school basketball team. He hugged me, said he was so happy for me. But the next week he started telling people that I only made the team because the coach liked me, not because I was good. Or the time I told Kevin about a personal problem, something private, something painful. He listened carefully. He nodded. He said, "I understand. I'm here for you." But 2 days later, someone I barely knew came up to me and said, "Hey, I heard about what happened with your family. That's rough." I froze. How did they know? Only Kevin knew. I lay there in the dark, putting all these small pieces together. And slowly, like a puzzle, a picture started to form. A picture I did not want to see. Here is something important I want you to understand. Fake people are not always mean. They do not always shout or fight or say bad things to your face. In fact, the most dangerous fake people are the ones who are always nice, always helpful, always smiling. They are called covert narcissists. That is a big word, so let me explain it simply. A narcissist is someone who only really cares about themselves. Everything they do, every smile, every kind word, every helpful moment is not really about you. It is about them. They help you, so you owe them. They listen to you, so they can use what you say later. They smile at you, so you trust them. They copy you, so you feel connected to them. It is all a performance, like an actor playing a role. But underneath the performance, they are watching, calculating, collecting. And the scariest part? They are so good at it, you almost never see it coming. A few weeks after that Tuesday afternoon, something happened that I could not ignore. I was going through a hard time at home. I was stressed. I was not sleeping well. I told Kevin. He listened. He nodded. He said all the right things again. But this time I watched his eyes, not his smile, his eyes, and I saw it clearly for the first time. While I was talking about my pain, his eyes were not sad for me. They were interested, like someone reading a really good book, leaning in, taking notes in their head, not feeling with me, feeding on me. I stopped talking mid-sentence. "Are you even listening?" I said. "Of course," he said, big smile. "I'm right here. What did I just say?" He paused just 1 second too long. Then he repeated back my last sentence perfectly, word for word, like a recording, not like a friend, like a machine that had memorized the script. I looked at him. He smiled. I did not smile back. I went home that day and I did something I had never done before. I started writing things down. Every moment that had felt strange, every time the smile did not match the eyes, every time he had shared something private, I told him. Every time he had quietly made me feel small while pretending to support me. The list was long, much longer than I expected. And when I read it back, I felt 2 things at the same time: sadness and relief. Sadness because I had lost something I thought was real. Relief because now I understood. It was never real to begin with. Here is the biggest lesson I took from all of this. And I want you to remember this whether you are 10 years old or 40 years old. Watch what people do, not just what they show. Anyone can smile. Anyone can say kind words. Anyone can perform goodness in front of others. But real people, true friends, show themselves in the small moments. In the moments when nobody is watching. In the moments when there is nothing to gain. Does your friend celebrate you even when no one else is looking? Does your friend keep your secrets even when it would be interesting to share them? Does your friend support you even when your success makes them look smaller? If yes, hold on to that person with both hands, because that is rare. That is real. But if their kindness always has a price, if their smile always wants something back, if their support disappears the moment you stop being useful, then you are not looking at a friend. You are looking at a mirror. And mirrors do not love you. They just reflect you back to yourself. I want to give you something simple, something easy to remember, because fake people exist everywhere. In schools, in offices, in families, in neighborhoods. And the earlier you learn to see them, the safer and happier your life will be. So here are the signs, simple ones, easy ones. Sign 1, they agree with everything you say. Real friends sometimes disagree with you. They tell you the truth even when it is hard. Fake people always agree, because they want you to like them. Sign 2, their eyes do not match their smile. A real smile reaches the eyes. It makes little lines at the corners. A fake smile stays only on the mouth. The eyes stay flat and empty. Sign 3, they always bring the conversation back to themselves. You say, I had a hard day. They say, oh, me too. Actually, let me tell you about my hard day. Every single time. Sign 4, your secrets do not stay secret. You told only them, but somehow others know. Sign 5, they disappear when you need them most. When everything is good, they are right there. When things get hard, they are suddenly very busy. Real friends show up in the storm. Fake ones only show up in the sunshine.
I did not make a big dramatic scene. I did not shout. I did not fight. I just slowly created distance. I stopped sharing personal things with him. I stopped telling him my dreams and my problems. I kept conversations light and surface level. And something interesting happened. Kevin got bored. Without my personal stories to feed on, without the connection built on copying me, he had nothing. He started spending more time with other people, and I watched him do the exact same things to them. The mirroring, the perfect smile, the listening face, the subtle put-downs wrapped in kind words, and I felt something I did not expect. Not anger, pity, because Kevin would never have a real friend. Not because nobody liked him, but because he never let anyone see the real him. He was so busy being a mirror for everyone else. He forgot to figure out who he actually was. Here's the beautiful part of this story. While I was focused on Kevin, I almost missed the people who were actually real. My friend Maya, who texted me at 11 p.m. just to say, "Hope you're okay." Not because she needed anything, just because she cared. My friend Thomas, who told me, honestly, "Hey, I think you made a mistake there. Here is why." Not to make me feel bad, because he wanted me to grow. My friend Lisa, who celebrated when I got good news, and I could see in her eyes that she meant it. No performance, no calculation, just genuine happiness for me. These people had been there the whole time. I just had not been paying attention, because Kevin's brightness had blinded me. That is what fake people do. They shine so bright. They make it hard to see the quiet, steady light of the real one standing right next to you. I want to ask you something. Think about the people around you right now, not who smiles the most, not who is the most popular, not who says the nicest things. Think about who shows up, who keeps your secrets, who tells you the truth, even when it is uncomfortable. Who is happy for you, genuinely, quietly, without needing anything back. That is your real circle, even if it is small, even if it is just 1 or 2 people. A small circle of real people is worth 1,000 fake smiles. Guard those real relationships. Water them. Appreciate them. Show up for them too. Because the world is full of mirrors. But real friends, real, honest, loyal friends, are one of the rarest and most beautiful things in this life. Do not get so distracted by the bright fake smiles that you miss the real ones standing quietly beside you. Did this story remind you of someone? Have you ever had a fake friend in your life, or discovered that someone was not who you thought they were? Tell me in the comments. I would love to hear your story, and if this helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. You might just save them from a Kevin.